Hi guys, I'm back with another process video. This one's titled All Good Things Are Wild and Free. I am using this 8x10 photograph that I cut down just a smidge. And I am looking at these papers from Jen Hadfield. And I am going to use this large sticker from Mambi. And it's a clear sticker with, but I backed it on vellum, and then later on you'll see I'll back it onto that blue and cream colored pattern paper that's behind you. I'm inking my photograph with some London fog from, I think it's Memento Inks. And yeah, it's London fog. And I first, this layout went through a couple of changes, a different couple of style ideas that I had in my head. And does anybody else ever get that where they have so many ideas and all of a sudden they all get jumbled up and you want to try all of them on this one layout? This is what happens to me all the time. All the time. And with ideas and with embellishments, I just want to use all the embellishments and all the ideas all on one paper. I don't know how to simplify that or what process I can use in order for me to kind of stick to one idea. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below for me, if you would be so kind. So here I'm trying out a banner shape for this photograph, and it would fit, but the tails would I would kind of lose some of the tail, and I'm still deciding what side the title's going to be on. And the reason for that is if I put the title on the side of my older son, then my son, the younger one, is going to be looking out the page, and I kind of like to have them looking inside the page. I don't know. But they're both staring in two different directions, so that was kind of giving me a little bit of trouble as well, and it was just a whole big ordeal. I love these papers from Jen Hatfield, and I loved this one pattern paper, and I almost backed it, and I noticed that it had these really cool flower-looking scallop shaped, especially on the edge, so I die cut them, or I didn't die cut them, I hand cut them, I fussy cut them, and I try lining them up on the banners, and you'll see me throughout the video, I'll still try to just land one of these hand cut pieces because I cut them and it took me so long, and so I wanted to incorporate one, and I tried and I tried and I really tried, but none of them make it on the page. I ended up giving them to my son because he liked them. So here I'm fussy cutting a camera, and you see that I have two whole strips of those, and those are from the Chamel. I think it's the Go Now Go, and I think this compass circle is there from too. It's from a journaling card, or from a cut apart sheet, I mean. So I cut up all these cameras. Everybody knows how people fussy cut. And I almost said that with the first letters transposed. Is that how you say it when you speak it? I'm not sure. Anyway, this calendar card says October, and it's also from Chamel. I fussy cut it out because that's when they took the picture, and I wanted to incorporate that somewhere. It didn't make it on the page. I tried these tags. They didn't make them on the page. If you can see my whole stack of ideas for embellishments, they're all right there on the left-hand side. Oh, excuse me. I hope you didn't hear that. I kind of burped. I I tried a whole bunch of ideas, and not a lot of it went on the page, which I think is a good idea, but I still managed to get quite a few embellishments on the page, which is, it's my happy place. Lots and lots of embellishments, lots of texture, lots of layers, a lot. I like things in excess, and so that's just, I guess that's my thing, I don't know. So I pulled off the picture off of this page because it didn't, for some reason, I was losing that element of warmth because the boys are wearing cooler colors, but the woods are very warm, the tree trunk and the leaves that have fallen. And so I wanted to not use this page because I felt like it was too cold with that white background on it. So I brought something in more fall feeling because it is the fall time when we took these pictures. So when I ripped up the photograph from the paper, it peeled up certain strips, especially around the good things. You can, if you pay really good attention to it, you can see that that part right there is a little bit lighter in color than the rest of the pattern paper that's showing through the sticker. And I kind of like that I had put the vellum paper in between that and the sticker and the pattern paper. So what I did is I looked for other pattern papers. This is from another Jen Hadfield stack of paper. This is the Warm and Cozy. So this one has more of a fall feeling to it. And I picked that brown paper and the one with the arrows as well. And so I decided to fussy cut all those cameras from the two strips of camera paper from the pattern paper from the Go Now Go in the Chamel collection. And I knew that I had wanted to cut some. I didn't know I was going to cut all the cameras from both strips and tried to use them. I was going to decide to use a row of them all the way across the top and all the way across the bottom, but then it seemed like too much, if there's ever such a thing. And so I only did them coming from one side of the page on one from one corner to halfway through to kind of support the photo, and then the other part that was on the top hand side, I only did like 4 cameras, kind of to sustain the photo from like not tipping over visually, I guess is why I did that. Here I am trying to put that scallop, and you see it already on the mat because it was like a quick second that I thought about it, still trying to figure out where I'm going to use these scallops, or I'm going to try to use them. I even embellished them with this Irresistible Pico embellisher in the gold color, and it's from Imagine Crafts, and it comes in a fine liner needle, and I dotted all the little scallop areas that it had. So here you see me fussy cut out some butterflies also, and some I put on dimensional tape. I glued some of the butterflies down on the pattern paper, the cameras, did I say cameras? And some I popped up on foam dimensional tape also. And here I go again with that scallop. I was really determined to try and use that, but alas, it didn't happen. Here I used the We Are Memory Keepers typewriter to type out my son's names and their ages and the date. I'm putting on some sticky double-sided tape, and I'm putting this right above the top. I felt like it was needing something there. I couldn't leave just one little spot untouched. So I fussy cut out the butterflies. I also put on little hearts. They're little circle stickers with hearts on them. You can see them above the camera, on the compass, in the middle of the compass, and right there under that yellow butterfly, or next to the little orange one right there. I just pointed it out. I did use the EK Success Border Punch, the one that looks like a notebook. I put on some washi tape on both sides to kind of tie in that light blue color that my son is wearing. And I did use some of that glossy accents to put over the stickers, and I went a bit overboard and messed those up so they're not nice and unblemishedly round. I touched it and I messed up on 2 of them. I think I overdid it with the glue. So here I'm putting Color Shine in the navy, in the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in navy. I did use, it's called Water Cooler from Studio Calico, and then I ended up using the gold in the Studio Calico as well. I'd never tried it before, and I'm not almost running out of my Heidi Swapp Color Shine in gold, but I am kind of more than halfway through with it, so I'm going to have to start looking or start using some of the other golds that I have in my sprays. So here is the finished product. I hope the pictures look a little bit better. There are close-ups to all the little elements that I did. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. I always love hearing what you like specifically in this layout. I did ask a question during the video, so if you can answer that for me and give me any suggestions to how it is that you streamline ideas for your layouts, that would be great. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!